Hello YouTube, hello Facebook, hello the world overall. My name is Morgan James Does Games, and let's just get right into it. My eyes are right here. My eyes are right here. I don't know if you can tell, but my eyes are right here. Anyways, so I'm of the opinion that clans shouldn't be pay to play. I'm also of the opinion that I don't care as much about COD clans as I used to. Maybe it's just age, patience, not giving a crap anymore. I don't know. I want to believe it's something that comes from experience and the knowledge that all anyone in the COD community ever does is do the same damn things in the same damn maps on the same damn games, and no one ever innovates. No one ever tries to do something new or unique. It's always the same thing, to the same tempo, with the same effects and whatnot. I just don't get it. Is my brain wired differently than everyone else? Do I just perceive the totality of everything as just being done over and over again? It's just so frustrating to me on so many levels. I constantly think of interesting things to talk about, and for one reason or another, I always miss my target audience. Or maybe it's just that my audience has questions for me that I don't know the answers to. Or maybe they just get bored easily with my intellectualism as I do their idiocies. However, they may be widely accepted. The difference here is that there is none. We're just on opposite sides of the slide scale. And though we do have a connection, it's more often than not a connection of misunderstandings or slights, irritations, or attempted derailing of the current conversation. Maybe I'm just not getting in line with the rest of the people whose only concern is making tired, dated jokes with no real point or growth to them. Maybe my own abstract and disjointed style loses a lot of people because either they can't keep up or I can't answer any opposing questions without getting fired up about something. I don't know. Yet it still mystifies me, regardless, thinking that I might be able to reach somebody and have a decent length conversation about something besides what the latest trending topic on YouTube is, or what kind of useless knife skin in CSGO someone has, or even a constant rebuttal that Roblox is what Minecraft would look like if a serial killer that was way too much into loose skin physics created it. I'm chalking it up to the rough edges I've developed over a period of time that may contribute to the fact that no one really gives a fuck about my massive thought blurbs, or that I have no real interest in maintaining a small thought blurb on account that, well, fuck stupid short thoughts. I'm not one to brag, or maybe I am. I'm not usually the one to really think about furry porn, hentai, regular porn, or rapid fire on a rapid fire basis. But I do remember a time when I was obsessed with it. I was young too. I remember this shit. The internet, not that other stuff. Well, you know, while those are fun little thoughts to have every once in a while, the problem I have is connecting with my audience so they can somehow appreciate my content and I, in turn, theirs. I keep forgetting that some places are dominated by a certain age range, and to try and interact with one age range that is either above or below your current age as well, it'll result in frequent frustration and a ridiculous amount of yelling. I've often tried to at least get some image of control in a voice chat by first complimenting, then stating my desired action, and then finally continuing on with my thought. There are very few instances where I've been able to have a decent conversation on Discord, mainly because trolls want to have things their way, the chaos, confusion, and utter disregard for whatever others want to happen. But I think it's just that no matter what I try to do or say, there are those out there that simply don't give a shit. Hilariously, though, they find themselves shocked and angered at me when I return the attitude towards them, as if I was in the wrong for imitating their behavior, and think that I'm the asshole for simply showing them their own selves. It's a strange dynamic that I've often found enjoyment in, but for the most part, it's a drain on my mind, it's a drain on my patience, and my overall enjoyment of Discord itself. I've found interesting ways of using Discord's various functions to deal with troublemakers. Ways that, when talked about, have often been met with heavy negativity, mainly from people who just want a server full of chaos, which is a stupid thing to have because no one can really get their thought out. Which brings us to the topic of relevancy, fame, or a general level of interest a person or a group may have in a single topic, person, place, or thing. Usually they want something from that person. Normally they don't even bother to watch the video. It's just the main fact that someone said their name in a video to a positive effect. Something that brings them happiness. They don't care about the philosophy of the person or what achievements were had for that person. For others to consider that person to be a legend. They just know that since this person is famous for this, then that means they will in turn get a prize for simply being in the presence of that person. I wonder what would have happened had I not spent all that time trying to make those people happy, or just continue posting my ridiculous little vines and videos, not caring or trying to impress a person of higher stature than myself, or ever really bothered with hero worship. I often try to think of how much better or worse my position in life would be if certain actions were taken in a different way, and how those actions might lead to a different result. Maybe if I had been a bit more respectful to Daniel Keem and had not fallen to the angry voices of the COD community, that he and I might have had at least a chance at getting to know one another outside of just shouting at each other the few times we did interact. Maybe if I was just a bit more snarky to Colossal, or just a plain loud idiot, I might have remained below 10 subs on YouTube, or maybe any number of a million different choices. The path to relevancy is a tiring one, which is also annoying, but no matter what one chooses to do about it, they will always, in the end, gain some form of notoriety. Whatever we do, no matter how small the action, it will create a ripple in the water. If I keep doing this, people will watch it, know me for it, talk amongst themselves about said thing. But if I change how I act up, how will people react? The answer is that no one wants a famous person to change the thing they're famous for doing into something new. It's a break in the cycle, an annoyance to the audience member, because then that means they have to get used to this new thing. I always overthink things a bit too much. Then again, I'm a writer. I need to overthink a simple series of actions to create a story. Sometimes short and stupid, other times long and expensive, but that's just really who I am. The core of my personality is basically to explore the unknown and write out my discoveries. Fiction is sometimes a weird thing to get into, especially if you're mostly used to just blogging a lot, which I am. I don't know why I am the way I am, or why everyone is annoyed with reading so much, but maybe that's just the truth of it. If everything and everyone went along the grain of the wood, no one would notice anything. But to those people that do go against the grain, that creates a disturbance, that agitates, that disrupts, that creates a flow that others might have to take a long, hard look at. I guess I'm part of the commentary community, but I'm not focused on the people, creating drama. I'm more focused on the heavier topics, and maybe just trying to get others to get along. After a while, you have to switch between doing what people want you to do because it makes them happy, and just doing what you want to do to make yourself happy. I'll never truly get it, and I don't think I ever truly want to get it, because the moment I do, the moment I get it, the topic won't be interesting to explore. It will mean that I've only slid over to the other side of the bar, repeating ridiculously dumb thoughts, posting idiot memes, and talking about what said artist did or said that made another cry for whatever reason. I get it. I truly do get it. Most of my 20s were spent being insatiably obsessed with the goings-on of the internet and reacting with passion to what's happening in the community. But it does raise another point. If a person has been removed from the cycle of discovery, reaction, result, and repetition for a long enough time, does that mean that they lose the talent they once had? Or does that simply mean that the thing they were so good at just transformed into something else? That maybe the reason they're missing the point isn't that they're missing the point, but rather they're hitting the nail on the head and doing it in an unintended and unexpected way. In closing, no one likes waxing philosophic about the ways of the human mind because it places them and others in an uncomfortable situation in which they have to self-cross-examine and weigh their own victories and failures. But only by doing so do they really discover something new about them. It's too trippy a process, too abstract for them to go against the grain of what they want. Life is complex, sometimes a joke, other times, people way too serious and heavy. I can only continue to do an inner examination of my own histories, weighing my own victories against my own failures, in hopes of reaching my own true potential. Everything I've talked about is interconnected on some level to one thing or another. The need to try and fit in, the need to avoid conflict, the need to voice one's opinion and try to be the king of the hill, even if just for a few moments before being toppled by someone else whose own victories are that much stronger. But sometimes you can't help but wax philosophical about the heavy things in life. Inequality, social justice gone too far, the writing of a false history to appease those that don't know any better, the indoctrination of children into a life of hatred for unknown reasons, because that's the way their fathers and fathers before them were raised, so it's the only thing they've known. To some teenagers, I must seem like a boring old man, yammering on about the way things should be instead of just accepting my fate, dying from cancer, and relieving them from the terrifying ordeal of scanning through what they perceive as a useless giant wall of text. While the older, more learned members see this as an exploration of thoughts bouncing off of one another in a weirdly stupid way. But all the same enjoyable. Intellectualism not being devolved down to reposting someone else's words, because that would be way easier than if they had written something out for themselves. I'm either fascinating or boring, just as I find others either fascinating or boring. To peer through the window of someone else's mind is to look into a mirror as well. All in all, SpongeBob 360, no scope, apex slide, when a dumb white man gets cancer, blah 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 blah, is what the younger hear. Listen, read, and learn is what the older hear. It's really all a matter of perspective. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you like a beast in the next video. Peace.